So now I'm up to the preview for this Wednesday's episode, which is March 2nd. I mean May 2nd. Ugh. So based on what appears to be in the preview, we're getting a lot of stuff about Tarzan being outmanned, but he doesn't have a confessional from that episode. They're showing his interview for Meet Tarzan and all that. So I'm not seeing any hope from Tarzan. Tarzan is not going to win this. Even if he makes it to the final three, is he gonna win? Hell no. He may get votes because they don't want him to vote, so he may get enough to get second, but he damn ain't gonna win. No way. Away. And then all the other stuff is about the girls talking about possibly turning on each other, and now's the point where I can see that, because historically this is what has happened when it comes to 6-1, or just one member left of any sex in the Battle of the Sexes. People talk about turning on each other, the dominant sex, I mean. But I'm hoping that we don't get another one sex dominates the other until there's only one left and the other sex goes and dominates. I don't care. I don't want Tarzan to win, and I honestly wasn't for Troy's becoming Chris 2.0. That's just my honest opinion, okay? Please don't find me over it. I just didn't want that to happen. So, about the girls turning on each other, well, to be fair, you guys have been talking about voting out Christina for a long time, and had the original Solani tribe or the new Monano tribe lost, I honestly think Christina would have been the next to go. Like with Tarzan, Christina can make the final three, but she is not going to win. She has no chance of winning. She can get a couple of votes to make second, but she won't win. I mean, like, the only final combo she has a chance of winning is her, Alicia, and Tarzan. And I think we're all going... and there's no chance that is going to happen. Yes, it is possible that a good amount of the other four can get voted out, but it's not going to happen. I'm willing to bet my life on that. Joking, of course. So, like, I'm not a huge hater of Christina, but no way she'll win. Same thing with Alicia, although I think she has this much better of a chance than Christina does. But no one wants her to win. I mean, like, really, if she makes Final 3 and she gets a vote, I'm going to... Yeah, come on. Cat. Well, I honestly want to know where she's going to stand in that, because, like, Cat, I honestly don't feel like we're getting enough from her. Because, like, all the others, I think we can understand, all the others I've discussed before now, I think we can understand their position within the tribe and all that, but Cat, I really want to know where we're going to stand with her. Are we going to, view her as a Koto writer who isn't getting too much of a highlight and whose story arc doesn't amount to anything? Are we going to get a Cat who goes out fighting? What are we going to get from her? I honestly don't think she'll win. She could win provided she's against, like, Alicia or Christina or Tarzan or Zan, but that's assuming the top three girls, Kim, Chelsea, and Sabrina, get voted out, and none of them make it to the final. That's what Kat has to do. She has to make sure that none of those three make it to the finals. But even then, it's still a huge if. So basically, that's all the dead weight of Survivor 1 world that I'm basically talking about here. So, they're also talking about potentially backstabbing Sabrina. Now, Sabrina is interesting because the first couple of episodes, along with Alicia, they were talking about managing the Big Girls Alliance and all that. But then Sabrina kind of dropped off the board. We didn't hear much from her, and now suddenly we're starting to hear from her again. So, like with Kat, I would like to know where Sabrina is going to lie, But unlike Kat, I'm seeing a lot of potential in Sabrina because, like, I know that there are a lot of people out there who are claiming, oh great, Kim's the only person who can win this thing now. She's the only person that deserves it, and if she makes it, she'll win. Oh, I don't want to watch the season anymore because I'm not a Kim fan and all that. Guys, I'm a Kim fan myself, but Kim is not unbeatable yet. Sabrina is still in there. I honestly am thinking, guys, if anyone can beat Kim, it's Sabrina. Why? Well, put it this way, it's kind of like Coach and Sophie from last season, because Coach, he was the mastermind of the game, okay? He was the one that organized who got voted out and what not, and he's also the one who voted out the players that he formed more of a bond with to bring the more deserving players, both in sarcastic quotation marks and honest truthfulness, for a good amount of the season with him to the final. But he was the one that ruffled jury feathers and all that, albeit he did bomb the final jury questions, I believe, but he was, stand down, I think, in a lot of people's eyes, the most deserving player to win at the time. Don't get into a flame war, please. And then there was Sophie, who, albeit, wasn't that great of a contestant for the majority of it, although she did do an honest game play. And yes, you can call her a spoiled brat, but Jeff described her as the dark horse who came from another contestant, but then staked her own personal claim in there, went from nothing to garnering a whole lot of attention, and then won the game. Same thing with Jenna in the Amazon. I honestly think Sabrina is that type of person. I mean, like, that's what they're also kind of setting up Kat to be, but Kat, like I said, probably has no hope of winning. Sabrina, on the other hand, she can. So guys, if you guys don't want Kim to win, you better root for Sabrina, because in my eyes, if anyone can beat Kim, it's her. Am I a Sabrina fan? I don't hate her, but I want Kim to win, so since I'm beginning to think Sabrina's a threat, I want to be watching out for her. And I'm surprised not too many people who are saying that they aren't a big fan of Kim have been talking about Sabrina, because well, I'm repeating myself, anyone can beat Kim, it's her. Look how they're setting her up. She has a huge amount of potential to become a dark horse, and then suddenly, boom, win, because, like, guys, look at the Wikipedia chart. Who hasn't gotten a vote for themselves yet? Sabrina. But here's something that's interesting. Who hasn't really been mentioned a lot for a good amount of the season, but is still in a good amount of power, and has been slated as being one of the top people. Sabrina. Who was basically sitting in a ringleader seat when the girls were formed. Sabrina. Guys. You want someone who has a chance against Kim? Sabrina, people. But I want Kim to win over Sabrina.